Hello, guys. How are you doing? It's your girl, Melody. Guys, I am so glad to be here. I know you're too kind. Thank you. This is Just with Melody Podcast, your one-stop podcast for fun, for gist and entertainment. If this is your first time of listening to me or even seeing me, welcome to this podcast. And if you are a returning listener, you've been listening to me since the very beginning. You guys are my very, very own. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Guys, it's been such a long time. We're talking about October 2022 because that was the last time I was here for a season on the podcast. However, if you have been following my podcast, you know that I did not leave you hanging, because everything that I've been dropping on my YouTube channel, I also make sure that it is on the podcast. And I honestly did not think that people would go there to listen, but you guys have surpassed my imagination, because you go there to still listen, and even has more listening than I can ever think of. So this is me saying thank you from anywhere in the world that you have been listening to me, that you are currently listening to me. Thank you so much. This, once again, is Just with Melody Podcast, and I'm your host, I'm your friend, I'm your sister, your honey dropping, drip, drop. Whatever it is you think I am, that is me, and that is Melody. Guys, this is a new season, and I am super pumped. I am excited. I am stoked. What other emotion should I give? It's giving everything positive. It's giving everything amazing. I am super happy to be launching this new season here on the podcast, guys. And it is none other than, are you ready? Are you ready? It is workplace culture. Workplace culture, guys. Workplace. Okay. Thank you so much. Now, why do we say this is workplace culture? We talked about people and culture the last time. What is it with culture? What is it with culture? You might be asking, Melody, what exactly are you doing? What exactly? What we thought is going to be another banger. This is going to be another banger, okay? But the reason why we decided to do workplace culture is because this is something that has to do with a lot of young people, even older persons. Most of us, well, not all of us, but most of us actually work in or do something as related to the workplace environment. And we thought it best that we should also include these things and talk about so many things happening in the workplace, and bring come to thrash so many issues, so many concerns, and bring so many things to light as regards the workplace. Now, what exactly is workplace culture? Now, when we talk about workplace culture, we're talking about a collection of attitudes, collection of beliefs, collection of behaviors that make up the major or the regular atmosphere in the workplace. Now, when we do talk about things as regards workplace, most of the time the focus is usually towards the customers or the clients, which is not wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, because at the end of the day, your company or whatever service you're giving or whatever business that you're in is tailored towards meeting the needs and expectations of your clients or your customers. If you're not doing that, you might as well just go home and sleep or do whatever it is you want to do, right? But many times a section that I feel is usually left out is towards the employees, right? We give a lot of attention to customers or clients, but we do not give as much attention, as much limelight to employees. So these are some of the things that we're going to be talking to this season, workplace culture, right? And the reason why we're doing this is because it would, at the end of the day, help to boost or make better communication and relationship between employees and employers. So if you're an employee, you're going to be learning a lot. If you're an employer, you're going to be learning a lot. If you're someone looking into going into a 9 to 5 or freelancing, as the case may be, there's so much to learn here. Okay, I had everybody in mind while I was doing this, or you just here to just hear my voice and enjoy my voice. Well, there's so much to learn too. So as much as you're enjoying my voice, you are going to be learning a lot too. So I would implore you that you do not listen to this alone. This season is going to be so insightful, so educative, that you should not actually listen to this alone. Let your family, let your friends, let everybody know that every time I release an episode, which is going to be weekly, they should come here to listen, because there is one thing or the other that they're definitely going to be learning. Some of the things that we're going to be talking about is how to be able to balance working and your personal life. We're going to be talking about things like working on communication between employers and employees, sustaining a good relationship. How do you deal with a boss that is demanding? How do you deal with relationship with your colleagues? Because I know that there are some persons that are like, well, I'm just here to work. I'm working and that's it. After that, I'm gone. How do you breed a healthy relationship at work to be able to foster unity, loyalty, and at the end of the day, to get work done? What do we do as regards teamwork? How do you put healthy boundaries in place of work? Because if boundaries are not there, there would always be one thing or the other that's going to cause issues. And those of you who are already working the workplace, you know how these things are. And even those of you who even do hybrid work, or you're a freelancer, you work remotely, you know that sometimes, in fact most of the time, boundaries have to actually be set. Either you have to say them directly, or you do them indirectly, whichever way, but boundaries just have to be set. But how do you set these boundaries? How do you know when to set these boundaries? How do you set healthy boundaries that do not just isolate you from your colleagues, but also just let them know that, okay, this is it, so all of these things are part of what we're going to be talking about now. Do not even think that I'm going to be doing this alone, because there's only so much that I can do. But this platform is going to be bringing in so many persons. Well, not a lot, but still, we're going to be bringing people who are going to be thrashing out these issues and these concerns. Now, it's not just any people, it's not just any persons. These people are professionals and they're worth their onions. And when I bring them and when I share them with you, you are also going to know that indeed Melody did her work. She did her homework. She went all out. Guys, I did go out. I need to praise myself, because Moshishe, I do work. I do the work. And you guys are going to know that eventually that I did. But all in all, I just want to make sure that whether you're working as a freelancer or you're doing a 9 to 5, it's important. Your mental health is important. Your workplace is important. You need to be productive in your place of work, but at the same time, you need to also take care of yourself, because you can be replaced. Okay, if you do not take care of yourself, as much as your company loves you, as much as you're doing an amazing job, God forbid you fall sick or something happens to you, they're going to give the job to somebody. I know you don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. Okay, I just need to say that. Okay. All right. Now, this is me officially welcoming you to season 8 of Gist with Melody podcast. And the theme, like I said earlier, is workplace culture. Now, I am not doing this alone. I have my team members now. Yes, it is not me alone. Like you always know, I have my team members who have come together to make it work. I have Ruda Enimofe and Ovokere, who are my graphic designers. They help to make sure that the beautiful flyers that you see come alive and is beautiful. I have Feikemi Afolabi, my script editor. I have Peace, who is my sound engineer. It makes sure that the recordings that I do with all the guests are working well. The sound is perfect. The lighting is perfect. I have Olamide Oyeniyi, who is in charge of lights and camera. She has been doing an amazing job. And to myself, who is in charge of my wardrobe and my makeup, well, for whatever it is that you can see, and every other person who has made this season 8 a success or making it a success already. Thank you all so much. Now I am really stoked, okay, and I can tell you guys that you are in for an exciting time. You are in to learn amazing things. Now some of the things could be things that you already know. They could be things that you already know. It could be things that are like a reminder. It could be things that you could hear that are new. But I can let you know that you're going to be learning, you're going to be relearning, and definitely you are going to be unlearning. Okay, this is one amazing educative season that I cannot wait to have you guys come in. Well, you're in now. So um do well to stay tuned. Next week I will be dropping another episode, and yes, our first guest would be here. Okay, I will not let you know, but if you're following me on my social media platforms, you would know who this person is and how dear this person is to me. All right, I quickly also want to say Happy International Workers' Day to all workers, to me, to every other person who is working tirelessly, who is working smartly, hardworkingly, to put food on their table, to support themselves, and be the best version of themselves. This is me saying Happy International Workers' Day, because I mean it's celebrated in most countries. So to all Nigerians and all Americans, all everybody, Happy International Workers' Day. And if you're even one of those people who just sleep and wake up, still Happy International Workers' Day. All right, a quick notice. For those of you who I honestly appreciate you who had to download Anchor FM app because you wanted to listen to me directly from the app. I also wanted to let you know, in case you do not know this already, that Anchor FM is now Spotify for podcasters. So if you still have the Anchor FM app, you have to update the app. So all you have to do is either go to your iOS store or you go to the Google Play Store and just re-download it. Just do an update. It's just going to update directly. I would just put the logo so you'd know exactly how the icon is. I'll drop it in the screen, and I'll also drop the icon for my social media platforms, right? I'll drop the link for my social media platforms so that you can go there and follow me on Instagram and any other place that you deem fit. Okay, I'm on TikTok and every other place. I'm quite active online, so yeah, guys, this is it. This is the official welcome. Without wasting time, I welcome you once again. Thank you so much for joining me, and make sure you follow me every other week for this exciting season on Gist with Melody Podcast Workplace Culture. Until next week, I am still remain your host, your baby girl for life. Okay, Melody. Bye.